In today's video, I want to discuss some channels I found for the first time this year and really enjoyed. Now, before I get into these channels, I want to focus on just two quick things. Firstly, why am I doing anything like this? Well, just to be honest, one of the things I decided earlier on in the year was I wanted to show more public support to different Christian ministries. So the fact of the matter is, some of the things I decided to do was things like actively comment on more videos that I actually watch and actually enjoy. And people who have been following me for some time know already that I put ministries on my channel page from different men and women who ultimately I appreciate, even though we don't necessarily agree on everything. And speaking on that particular point, I want to make it clear as well, since we're talking about this, I obviously don't agree with everything that these ministries will obviously teach. I still view these people as part of the body of Christ. And obviously, more significantly as well, I obviously can't endorse everybody these particular ministries associate with as well. Now, the first channel I want to highlight in today's video is this channel right here by Pastor Gavin Ortlund from Truth Unites. Now, it's surprising he doesn't have more subscribers, just to be honest, but sometimes just how the YouTube scene works, just for the record. But I found his channel earlier on in the year when he had a few thousand subscribers at the time, and he's got quite an array of videos on his particular channel. But the reason he was of interest to me, and I guess why YouTube, started recommending his videos to me, was really and truly, probably over the last year, 2 years, I've had an interest more so in just early church history and things along those lines. And considering he's a Protestant who, I guess this year, quite heavily focused on a lot of these sorts of issues from a Protestant perspective, I found myself watching quite a few of his videos and using some of the sources he referenced and things he spoke about as just tipping off points to get into this stuff in more detail. So if you are a Christian who doesn't have any insights about early church history, is thinking about certain things to kind of get your feet wet, he's a good channel, I think, online, right, who's providing decent material on this particular subject. Now, another thing I want to say about him as always, which I really enjoyed, was the way in which he handles and goes about his business. Like, I like the way he's really gracious with people he's opposing and people he disagrees with, even though towards the end of the year he's did something I liked, which is obviously he started to realize that, you know what, you can actually still be firm even though you're being charitable and gracious to an opponent. His demeanor is commendable, and it's something that I've been focusing on in recent months in how I engage with people who disagree with me, and he's been a good example of someone you can actually learn from how to do this in a very good way. Now, the next channel I want to focus on is this channel right here, which I've also found earlier on in the year, Explain International. Now, I like to watch many debates on various different subjects, and this is not just a debate channel, but as you look through their channel, you'll find that they have multiple different debates on their particular channel on different topics. They've obviously got standalone videos as well, but one thing I'll mention, which is different to Pastor Gavin Ortlund, which I just talked about previously, is some of the people surrounded with this channel I'd actually seen before this year in different settings. But obviously this particular channel, I only came to awareness of it this year. And again, this is a channel with about 5k subscribers as I recall this video, so these channels aren't even the biggest, just for the record. Honestly speaking, the backdrop for this channel I'm about to show you next is this channel here called Rise Ministries. I found Rise Ministries channel through a channel, but this year I came across his channel, and he's obviously, again, you can see he's got just over 1,000 subscribers as I record this video, but he does live streams, he does standalone videos. But I found myself watching a couple of his videos this year and actually enjoying some of the stuff he's actually talking about. And another channel I found myself enjoying quite a bit was this channel right here called Testify. Again, less than 10,000 subscribers. And this is, from what I've seen over the year, just a strictly apologetics channel. And he just deals with a lot of different arguments that people bring against the Christian faith, and will generally make just basic animations and quote a lot of scholars in regards to the Christian position. If you've seriously been struggling with your faith and want just some bite-sized basic lessons which can help you, This is a good channel, small channel as well currently, which can help you get a lot of understanding about some of these key issues. Another reason as well why I liked his channel is because he's not necessarily coming from the mainstream approach to apologetics and the mainstream arguments in certain respects. And I'm not saying that because he's right and they're wrong or anything along those lines. I'm saying that because it's always good to have diverse opinion, so you can actually make a more informed decision about the mindset or the view of something in Christianity that you want to take. Now, honestly speaking, although earlier in the year I knew I was going to make a video like this towards the end of the year, one of the reasons why I almost didn't make this video because I didn't want to tell you about any particular channels that I enjoyed this year, who I found for the first time, to find out next year or years down the line something crazy happens in any of these ministries. But the fact of the matter is, it will be interesting and good to see how these particular content creators produce new materials in the new year and years going forward. But hopefully you find some enjoyment from these channels as I did this year, and consider watching this video right here next.